Good evening. Good evening, everybody. This is Dean of Dreamers Empire. Welcome. We are live. LeAnne Sooner Girl and I are here tonight. And we are going to wait for a few people to enter the chat. We saw Josh there earlier. So Josh, if you are there. Hey, Wendy, good to see you. Wendy, happiness and sweet tea. Hey, Noah. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Meg, thanks very much. We had asked Megan to send people over, had some last minute challenges. Hey, there's Stacy Rogers. Look at all the people from Meg's. Hey, Kay Atwood, good to see you. Nice to have you here. So Stacy was recently on A Disney Life for Me. Hey, there's Main Street Mickey. Oh my goodness, it's growing very quickly here. Hey, Cargo, good to see you. Hey, there's Angela. Hi, Angela.
Hey, there's Craving the Magic.
Yes. Disney World Adventures. Hello, welcome. Hey, Lisa. Nice to have you here. Oh, my goodness. This is going nuts. Craving the Magic. Hello. I believe that's Roger, right? Good to see you. LSU Mom. Nice to have you here. There's T-Tom Mary Ellen. Good to see you. Hey, Dave. You're under the Dave Hilton account. Good to see you.
Wow. Who's Dave Hilton?
Man, I didn't, I don't know about you, LeAnne, but hey, there's Mouse Talk. Good to see you, Walt. Good to see you. Oh, Justin. Sorry. Yeah, Justin. I've been catching some of your live streams lately. Good to see you. So thanks for everybody joining. Really surprised at how quickly this has gone here, but that's thanks to Megan, Mickey's Magic. So we appreciate her, and we are going to get rolling here. So folks, I just want to tell you, this is something that LeAnne and I, hey, it's Joey's World. Good to see you. We have been planning this for a while. We wanted to talk about our top Christmas movies. What we really want is it to be an interactive live session where you are sharing yours at any time. So as we're going through our list, please feel free to type in your top Christmas movies. It won't wreck anything. And we're just going to go through the list and hopefully do some interacting. Hey, Chaotic Home, good to have you here. Awesome.
Oh, now Road Trip Dave is here. So we have a Dave Hilton and we have a Road Trip Dave.
I believe that's the same Dave. Hey, Dave, good to see you here. We wanted to have Dave with us, but he was very busy, so we'll catch him on a future stream. So anyway, LeAnne, go ahead and take over. I'm sorry I kind of overtalked here.
No, that's fine. Yes, this was originally supposed to be on my channel, but we started a little bit early and found out that I was having some technical difficulties with, can't talk tonight. My internet was giving me some problems, and we decided that we better switch it over to Dreamers Empire, which I'm very grateful that Dean was here to get that switched over for us tonight. So everyone, welcome to the stream, Mickey's Magic. Thank you. Yeah, my daughter bought me this Santa Mickey Mouse shirt, so I only bring it out during the holidays, try to keep it from fading. It's one of my favorite shirts. So welcome Noah, the Disney World fan one, A Disney Life for Me, LSU Mom, Happiness and Sweet Tea. What I want tonight is, like Dean said, we're wanting it to be more interactive. Hi, it's Joey's World. Hello, Melissa Gover.
Hey, Melissa.
We are going to share our top 10. Now, I want you guys, Dean and I are of the older age bracket, and so we're probably pretty close in age. So there may be a chance that we list some of the same movies as our favorites. Now, we haven't shared the list with each other, so I want you guys to throw out a number right here at the beginning of the stream of how many movies that you think Dean and I are going to match up. I'm saying I think we'll probably match at least 4. And I think Dean was saying, how many did you say?
I'm predicting 5.
So just think about the movies, throw in how many you think that Dean and I are going to end up matching up tonight. So let's see. Kay Atwood says 5. Disney World Adventure says 5. LSU Mom says 6. Mouse Talk 3. Mouse Talk may be right because I was leaning towards 3 as well. T-Town Mary
Okay.
Ellen is agreeing with me at 4.
You see,
Uh,
Angela's got 8.
wow,
Yeah.
Joey's World has 8. Road Trip Dave is saying 7. So let's kind of see how this goes. So starting off with number 10, and some of you are probably going to be shocked that this movie for me is at number 10. 10, we're working our way down from, Epcot Bob says 12.
Yeah.
That's that new math. Anyway, we're going from 10 as our maybe the least of our favorites down to 1 being our number 1 pick. So starting off with number 10 for me is going to be It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. Now, some people are going to say, wow, that's so far back on the list, but I have mixed feelings. It almost didn't make the list because an ex-boyfriend introduced me to that movie, and so
Ah,
it kind of has some uh, bad memories with it back when I was a teenager, and it's, to me, it's kind of a sad movie in a lot of ways, with him getting his ear bopped by that pharmacist, and then just the drama of going bankrupt and everything. So my number 10 spot is It's a Wonderful Life. Take it
awesome.
away, Dean.
So that's interesting. And of course, that movie's in my list, so it's going to be up
Joey's
there
one of you.
higher. I'll let you find out how much higher. And I also want to say hello to Disney Life for Me. Good to see you, Daniela. And interesting on some of your comments. I'm trying to keep up here. I'll lasso the moon for you, Mary. I was just watching that LSU Mom the other night, and that is such a classic line from there. Isn't Jimmy Stewart just the best? So my number 10, see if I can get caught up on the comments here, is, oh, and by the way, Stacey Rogers, you have to see it. It's such a classic. My number 10 is Frosty the Snowman. And I'm going to
Wow.
be honest, the only reason it's 10 for me is because I had a hard time thinking of 10. It's not a favorite movie of mine, but it's good enough. The part I always remember is when he says happy birthday. But anyway, Frosty the Snowman is number 10.
Now I saw where Craving the Magic saying Lampoon's Vacation is funny. That was on, I think, last night.
Hmm.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Yeah, if you haven't seen It's a Wonderful Life, that's kind of with Jimmy Stewart. Now he is one of my favorite actors. I really do love him as an actor. It's just this movie kind of has a sore spot with me, but it's a good movie. You should see it if you haven't seen it. Yeah, every time every time you hear a bell ring, an angel gets its wings. Yes. Scrooge says Mouse Talk with Albert Finney is my number 1. It's a musical. Scrooge
Nice.
1970. Now, when I was a kid in school, we had to do the musical Scrooge. So that brings back some fond memories. I didn't pick Scrooge because it seems like it gets, well, wait a minute. Let me take that back. It might come up in a similar fashion here later down the road. But anyway, Happiness and Sweet Tea, that's my husband's favorite Christmas movie. Frosty, I Think You Cried When He Melted. Now, Epcot Bob, I cried when he melted.
I cried, and apparently Bob remembers that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he said.
I was really young. I was really young.
All right, moving on to number 9. I picked Tim Allen and the Santa Claus.
Mm.
I really enjoyed the Santa Claus movie. I think, what did they make, 3? It was one of those movies that I feel like the original one was the best one. As I started going down the line, I kind of lost interest in some of them, the plot line as well. But my number 9 is Tim Allen and the Santa Claus. Melissa
Okay.
says she loves the Santa Claus.
I I will tell you that one is not on my list. So we're matching on one and not on the other. And I will say Bob says he didn't cry, and yeah, actually Bob didn't really cry much as a kid. I do remember that. I did see Melissa said she's a Christmas holic. That's really cool. I'm assuming you like to decorate and do that sort of thing. Stacy Rogers, list of Christmas movies haven't seen includes A Christmas Story, Elf, Christmas with the Cranks, Christmas Vacation, Jingle All the Way. Okay, how many people have I just shocked? A couple of those for sure, Stacy. You definitely got to see It's a Wonderful Life. And let's see, that's on right now. Oh, interesting. The Santa Claus. I haven't seen it, as a matter of fact.
You haven't seen the Santa Claus?
I have not.
Oh, wow. You have
Huh.
to see the Santa Claus. You're
So
going to get
Mike,
a whole list of movies that you're going to have to watch.
yeah, Mike from Our Theme Life. I'm assuming that's Mike or Jen has seen it. The first one is by far the best. The sequels are just okay. Craving the Magic, 2 weeks until Christmas. That's scary. Where does the time go? No kidding.
I know. I saw that. That's
Justin, that's a good point. And let's see, Tim Allen, who also plays Buzz Lightyear. That's right, Noah. He is such an iconic figure in Christmas movies. I was watching a bit of Christmas with the Cranks, and I know he was in that.
so a Disney Life for
This,
me says that she loves my tree. I got to tell you about this tree here. My husband and daughter picked it out last year. So last Christmas, we changed trees. We got this tree that I have here. And so we had just got back from Disney World vacation. And I love, if you haven't watched my Instagram and my Twitter and everything else, I'm addicted to anything Disney. If I see something Disney, I pick it up. So what ended up happening is that I had some Disney stuffed animals and we just started filling in spots on the tree. And so it has just kind of become a Disney tree. I don't know if you can see it, the mini ears on top, but we've just had fun with this, calling it our Disney tree. And I've got this whole floor here is full of Disney animals and stuff. It kind of looks like a Disney museum, my husband says. But yeah, thanks for the comments on the tree, guys.
I see Sophie Peach is on. Nice to see you, Sophie, as our friend from the UK. I was just over there and was able to see her on a short live stream I did. So she says The Snowman, 1982, a UK Channel 4 production. Never heard of it, so that's very interesting. Let's see. How many? Some of those. Let's see. Tree comments. Mike, or Our Theme Live mentioned Miracle on 34th Street for sure. And oh yeah, it is Mike. So definitely a classic, and you'll find out if it's on our list. And let's see, Disney Springs had, okay, I'm gonna go to my next comment here, which is my number 9. So my number 9 is Home Alone. And Home Alone, that's not a movie like I would go back and watch again. It wouldn't do much for me. But when it came out, I thought it was so funny. So it was very well done. It was an interesting story. So number 9 is Home Alone.
Yeah, I liked Home Alone. It kept you. It would keep you drawn in. It was just a very active and funny movie. Let's see, what was that kid's name? I can't even remember his name now.
Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah. Any other Home Alone fans out there? Dean is in the snow, Epcot, Bob. It's snowing.
Are you on a space station? No, well, yeah, I had to pick a background, and there you go.
Hi, our Johns.
Hey, Richard, I was watching Richard live earlier with, the big family, our Disney Adventures.
See you later, Road Trip Dave. Thanks for stopping by.
See you, Dave.
All right, so far, Dean, we're not matching up too well.
No, I know. This might go, we might be low.
Okay, so my number 8 um, is How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. I love the classic cartoon, but I do love Jim Carrey in this movie. So this is my number 8, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
My number 8, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Stacey Rogers is not a fan of Will Ferrell. I kind of get that. He can be really over the top. He can also be very funny. Home Alone is great. Is great to imagine if you were that kid, right? It's Joey's World. That is a good point. Bob thought it was Stars, but I think it kind of looks a little bit in between Stars and Snow. Let's see. All right. So did I give my 8 yet? I did not. My number 8 is the Polar Express. And like Polar Express is a movie that I didn't entirely like. I mean, there was aspects of it that seemed kind of depressing to me, I think more towards the end. But I loved the beginning. I kind of loved the way the story developed. I loved the kids and sort of the interaction, the way they became friends. And it was so over the top. I mean, there were scenes where, I mean, the way that train was traveling through the mountains and getting off the tracks and going on the ice. I mean, it was over the top, but it was
So
done
did you
very
see
well.
it 3D though? Because a lot of why they did that is because they made it in 3D in the movie theater, so you could go and get the 3D glasses, and it brought a whole new element to it.
I did not. And by the way, welcome AJ. Good to see the Kingdom Times in here. And what did Stacy say? Okay, no surprise. I've never seen that version of How the Grinch. Yeah, Jim Carrey is pretty amazing in that. But yeah, if you're not a Jim Carrey fan,
I'm not a big Jim Carrey fan either, but I do like him in this movie.
Yeah, he was good. All right.
Okay.
So number 7, we're about to do number 7, and LeAnne and I already agreed that based on our choices, we're probably not going to agree on this one. So, or I mean, not match, I should say.
Okay. Yeah. And AJ, we told people earlier at the start of the chat that to kind of guess how many Dean and I are going to match, we don't know each other's answers. So far, I'm saying that Dean and I will match at least 4. He's saying originally you said what, 5 or 6?
5.
So far we've matched 1, but we're continuing on. I know for sure we're going to match another one. So, okay, number 7. I don't know how many people know this movie because I don't think it was very popular, but it's one of my favorites, and it's The Last Holiday with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J. And it's just a really neat, funny movie. Sometimes movies mean a lot to you with who you watch them with and where you're at and the time frame in your life. And I happened to be on a trip with a friend of mine, and we were in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we rented this. We was in a motel room. We was on a business trip. And so we rented this one night, and we just got the biggest kick out of this movie. And so she bought this one for me. So that's why it still holds a special place in my heart. And it's just a funny movie. If you haven't seen it, Last Holiday, it's probably in the cheap Walmart bin for $5 now. Who knows? But it is a good movie. And that's my number 7. So did you pick this one, Dean?
No, I have not even heard of it.
I didn't figure you had.
My number 7, I'd be interested if anybody could guess it. I'll give a clue if anybody wants to guess. We're trying to do better at keeping up with the comments. As Joey's World said, yeah, we lost the match game. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, well, Joe match again. Okay. Thank you, Mary Ellen. Kay loved that movie, LeAnne, so that's cool. Stacy's mom's favorite Christmas is this Christmas. My mom's favorite Christmas is this Christmas. So that's cool. My number 7, I'll give you a clue. It's not animated. And it's not a movie you would think of as a Christmas movie. And rather than trying to have you guess, I will give you this big clue and see if you can guess it. Sandra Bullock is in it. Okay. Sandra Bullock is in a Christmas movie. Who
Hmm.
knows what I'm talking about? Do you know, LeAnne?
She's in a Christmas movie. Sandra Bullock.
She's in a Christmas movie. Don't say it. I want to see if anybody can guess it. But do you know which one I'm talking about?
I don't think so. I know her in other movies, but I'm not sure.
It's not Die Hard. That is considered a Christmas movie, Disney World Adventures. You're right about that. But it is not Die Hard. Word movie, Dean. Sorry. Her favorite Christmas movie is this Christmas. Oh, okay.
Okay, does
Yes,
anybody know?
Stacy Rogers.
Oh, While You Were Sleeping.
While
I
you
know
were
that movie. Okay.
that's a Christmas movie. And yeah, Mary Ellen, correct. So that's my number 7.
That is a
And
cute movie. My daughter loves that movie.
I'm starting to wonder how many we're going to match here.
Yeah. Okay. So, number 6 for me is Holiday Inn. Now, that's an old one. It's a musical with Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire. And it's one of my favorite movies. I just really enjoy some of the old classics, although it hasn't shown so much on my list so far. But I love Holiday Inn. Have you seen that one, Dean?
I have maybe seen it. It's not in my top 10. So again, we still have only matched one. Um, and I think on that, love that movie from Mary Ellen and Stacy Rogers, I believe was for While You Were Sleeping. And then Mary Ellen says Love Holiday Inn. So I don't remember if I've seen it, to be honest. But my number 6 kind of goes to one of yours, but it's the original, is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And it's the original one. And and here's, I did want to say why I love the original one. There was something about the way that town embraced Christmas without the gifts, the way they did that,
Mm-hmm.
just that was very moving. And the other cool part of that movie, if you all can remember, is when the Grinch came down with his sleigh and the people opened up like a gate. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like 4 people. It's like they opened up as a gate. There's that just scene just really struck me as odd. But Disney World Adventures says I stayed at a Holiday Inn. Yeah, nice. I think that's right in the spirit of that movie. Bing Crosby is great in that film. Okay, Kay, I couldn't remember who was in that. Mary Ellen loved Holiday Inn. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. That's right, AJ. There's just something about the classic version of it that I loved. So that's my number 6.
Yeah, I really like that movie too. But I mean, I could have had a list of 20, I think, but trying to narrow them down is really hard. Um, so number 5 for me is Christmas. Somebody already said it on here. It's Tim Allen again, but it's Christmas with the Cranks. And I just find that movie really funny. Um, they're planning to boycott Christmas, and their daughter's not coming home this year, so they're going to go on a cruise. And it ends up that at the last minute, she's coming home and bringing a boyfriend, and then they're trying to get together, and they've waited so late, they have to try to decorate at the last minute, and then they have to try to find her favorite ham, and it's just a hilarious movie if you've never seen it. But so number 5 is Christmas with the Cranks.
All right. Definitely not in my list, and I have watched a little bit of it. Wanted to say hello to Sherry's Awesome Sunset Travels. Good to see you, Sherry. Check out Sherry's channel. She's got a live stream on, if I remember right, Sherry, Friday mornings, and it's tied to her travel business, and it's growing, and you got to join her if you can. I try to, but usually I'm at work, but I'll catch it on the replay too. So Sherry's got a really cool travel show, and well, I don't want to say too much, but she actually gave out prizes once, and that was pretty cool. Let's see. I love Christmas with the Cranks, says Daniela. So hilarious. Everyone's saying hello. And my next one is A Christmas Carol. Number 5 for me is A Christmas Carol, and there are many versions. And I'm going to go with the 1938 version. I like the actor in that. I don't even remember his name, but I'm older, so I tend to like more of the classic old ones. So Christmas Carol, 1938.
Very specific. So number 4, it's sticking with that same theme, but we're really not matching up again. I chose the Muppet Christmas Carol, and my whole family, we really love and enjoy the Muppet Christmas Carol. It's so funny, Rizzo the Rat, and it's just a fun, inspirational movie to watch. I just really enjoy it. I wish I haven't found it on DVD. Has anyone found the Muppet Christmas Carol on DVD? We had it on VHS, but I have not found it on DVD yet.
We have Josh of Resort TV One. It's always good to have the Grand Poobah here. And I would be interested not only to hear Josh's favorite Christmas movies, but some more of yours. We've heard from a few of you, so let's see.
So Josh has it on Resort. Josh has it on DVD. Okay,
Oh,
so where did you find it, Josh? Did you have to special order it, or was it in a store? Because I've known others who are trying to find it as well.
okay. So Muppet was not on my list either. And Mary Ellen says, I believe Scrooge in the 38 movie is Reginald Owen. Okay, I really liked him, Mary Ellen. He was good. Stacy says, light the lamp, not the rat. Light the lamp, not the rat. My favorite Christmas
That's my
movie.
favorite part.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that. We bought it at Walmart years and years ago. Okay. Check eBay, says Justin.
Okay.
And so that was your number 4, correct?
Yes.
Man, I thought we were going to start matching now, but my number 4 is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. How can you not like that? That movie, by the way, is hilarious. Just some of there's almost like a clumsiness to it, but it's hilarious. So Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is right in there. Let's see, I'm missing some comments. It's hilarious. Kermit is in the menu and gets impatient if you don't click something. Nice. I love the 2009 version of A Christmas Carol, AJ says. Yeah, there's so many good ones of that. I can't imagine. Scrooge was kind of the weird one. That was a little bit out there with Bill Murray. But anyway, so yeah, Rudolph.
So Epcot Bob says his favorite Christmas movie is Gettysburg.
Did I miss that? Where does he say that? Yeah, there we go. Bob's favorite movie is Gettysburg, as is mine. And I did a top 10 movies stream, and am I saying that right, Bob? I think that's his favorite movie. That's definitely my favorite movie. I don't remember any Christmas in there, but.
Oh, Island of Misfit Toys. I think about that one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kingdom Times. AJ says, when I watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I really get that classic Christmas vibe with the stop motion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. What? 17 versions. Stacy Rogers, I have 17 versions of A Christmas Carol on DVD and started getting some of them on Blu-ray. Wow. That's amazing. I didn't know there were that many versions.
Okay, number 3, Dean, we're going to actually match because I chose the Polar Express.
All right.
I really like this movie. Tom Hanks, High Craving the Magic. I love Tom Hanks. He's like one of my favorite actors, and just his voice and the appearance of him in whatever form they call this stuff. But I love the Polar Express. Now, it does have a special memory because when we moved back to Oklahoma from Arkansas, my kids were really small, And this was the first movie I took them to see in a movie theater, and it just holds a special place in my heart. So I really do love the Polar Express, and it's number 3. In fact, it was on TV the other night too, and I was watching it.
Okay. All right. So we match on 2. And who knows, we could hit your 4. It's possible. Disney World Adventures just said A Christmas Story is our favorite. Well, that is my number 3, A Christmas Story with something Billingsley, whatever that boy's name is. He's so good. The father is so good. He'll shoot your eye out. The Red Rider, the BB gun, whatever that was called. So Christmas Story is my number 3, and I wanted to read. So Josh posted some of his favorites, which is Mickey's Christmas Carol, Muppet Christmas Carol, Santa Claus the movie, 1980s movie, The Christmas Card. I forgot about that one. That's a good point, Josh. And let's see here. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which I've never seen, and several more. Bob says Polar Express was very advanced in animation. I know. I think that was it, Bob. I think that when we were watching it, it's like it was so over the top, but it was funny and it was entertaining, like the hot chocolate scene. That was wonderful. Justin says that movie had me addicted to hot chocolate, and there's no cure for that. Yeah, nice. Exactly, Justin. Same here. Stacy there says, Dean, there are versions of A Christmas Carol that I don't have yet. Wow. I've seen a Dora the Explorer version. Oh my goodness, but didn't like it, so I didn't get it. Okay. AJ says, love the Polar Express. Did you know around where I live, you can actually get a real life Polar Express experience? It's an actual train and they serve hot cocoa and everything. Holy cats. No, I did not know that you could do that. And LeAnne giving the hot chocolate with, I remember Tom Hanks there. Sherry says, I've tried to watch Polar Express a few times, never could follow it. It's a little different. I think the ending is it's kind of a little depressing in a way. You're going to shoot your eye out. Exactly, Mary Ellen. Especially the scene with the Santa Claus when he pushes him down the slide. That was classic. So I'm kind of falling behind on comments. I'm going to let you take over here, LeAnne.
So yours was The Christmas Story. Is that what you said, number 3?
Yes.
Okay. I have never made it through that movie. I don't know what it is. Is that the one where the lamp is like a leg or something? Is it like some kind of legged lamp or something? Yep. I can't. Yeah. I've just never ever made it through that movie. I don't know why. I don't know what distracts me or doesn't keep my interest, but I haven't made it through that one yet. Maybe this year I will make it.
It's the narration is what makes that movie. And like when he gets his mouth washed out with soap and then he imagines himself going blind from it and getting all of his parents' sympathy. If you haven't seen like that scene, that is hilarious because that's the way you think as a kid.
I'm going to have to give it another go.
Give it another go.
Okay, so how many have we matched up? Just 2 so far? Oh, wow. We're not doing so well. I really thought we would have more than that. Okay, so my number 2, and it was really, yeah, I'm hearing that echo too as well, Craving the Magic. Okay, so my number 2 is in close competition with my number 1. And so I was going back and forth, and I am choosing as number 2, A Charlie Brown Christmas. I love Charlie Brown. I love that piano, that song. Anytime you hear it, it just gives me goosebumps, melts my heart, puts me in the Christmas spirit. I love that they give the true meaning of Christmas in that movie. And it is, like I said, it's bumping right up there with number 1 on my list. And it's a classic, and it's one of my all-time favorite. We have to watch that one. That is one movie, along with number 1, that we watch as a family every year.
Nice. So LeAnne, my number two is A Charlie Brown Christmas. So
Wow, we even got one on the same number.
we got one on the same number. I wanted to catch a few comments here. Josh says National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is definitely not family friendly. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Red Ryder BB gun with the compass in stock. Exactly, Disney World Adventures. That's right. That was the important feature of the gun, if I remember right. It's Joy's World says we love that Tom Hanks did so many characters in that film. I know Tom Hanks. You gotta that guy's amazing, and he was perfect in that movie, especially as the hobo. I thought on top of the train. Kay Atwood says all those old stop animation are great. I also like Little Drummer Boy. Right? Wow, I didn't even think of that one. I cry when the Roman runs over the lamb. Yeah, man, that's been a long time since I've seen that. Stacy says I have a Sesame Street Christmas Carol starring Oscar the Grouch. Ooh, I didn't know that one. Justin says it's not family friendly at all, but it is so funny. Okay. Baham Duck with Daffy Duck. Never heard of that one. Let's see. Falling a little bit behind here. Sorry. Okay. Oh, one with Patrick Stewart. Okay. Is it weird that I don't like A Christmas Story? I've watched it a few times and I just can't get into it. I don't know. It could be sort of more in my era, Josh, because they're just I can relate to that 50s kind of feel and the narration. But yeah, my daughter can't stand that movie. So let's see. Epcot, Bob. Oh, he's talking to AJ. Okay, well, I'm going to go past the comments here and let you take it to number two.
I think we're on number one, aren't we?
Or number one. Yep, sorry.
Okay. Number one, I tell you, I have to watch this every year. Like I said, it's right up there with Charlie Brown Christmas. I have the music on CD. I listen to the music at Christmas time. And so my number one, and I'm guessing, I'm not sure. I'm thinking it might be Dean's number one. Like I said, I'm not sure. But my number one is White Christmas with Bing and Danny. I love this movie. It's I'm going right back to the snow scene on the train where they're singing. I'm going to the scene where the two guys are dressed up singing sisters. It's just hilarious, and it tugs at your heartstrings. Just a really good movie, good music. My number one pick.
Okay, well, actually, no, we don't match because I hadn't
Wow.
mentioned your number 10 yet, which I said was on my list, and now you know it's number one. But before I reiterate that, Bob said that he could have done the Polar Express experience in Arizona, which, wow, I didn't even know that they had these. Uh, let's see. I just like to catch a few comments. I want to read Josh's comment here about Tom Hanks is one of the best actors of all time. He proved that in Forrest Gump and Castaway. He's the only one who could have pulled those off. Right on. I mean, not only those. I mean, Forrest Gump is so unique. Without him, there's no Forrest Gump. And Castaway is a movie I watch a lot because I just think he lived that role and it was amazing. But I also like him in other movies like Sleepless in Seattle and gosh, just the voice of Woody and gosh, there's just too many to name. Even when he did Walt, I thought he did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
So let's see, AJ, what did he say? I think I missed that. All right. My number one, if you hadn't already figured it out, is It's a Wonderful Life. So when LeAnne mentioned that as number 10, I was really surprised. I thought she would probably have that towards the top. So my number one is It's a Wonderful Life. I did not have White Christmas in my list. I know it's a great movie, but I don't know that I've seen it in a long time, so I've kind of forgotten about it. Let's see. Stacy says I miss watching Bing Crosby's Christmas special every year. Let's see. Right. Yes, White Christmas is amazing. I love that Florida club. So beautiful. And I want to go there, but it doesn't exist. A little bit of chatter. The movie Big is a good one too. Yeah, there's another Tom Hanks classic. Also, LeAnne, I just want to do a quick plug. Oh, thanks, Daniela. Um, on Saturday night after it was kind of late, I hopped on to Resort TV One's live stream from Disneyland. And I don't remember, Josh, if you can tell me the name of that choir, but Disneyland, right in front of the railroad and stuff, had a choir doing the Christmas story with um, Chris Pratt as the narrator. And it was, I mean, like the most amazing thing you've ever seen. The singing, the way they orchestrated the music, the colors. Chris Pratt was just fantastic. So go check out Resort TV One's Saturday night stream from Disneyland, where Britt, did the Disneyland Candlelight Processional. Unbelievable! It was so good. Walt Disney started 60 years ago. Okay, so that's something that's special to California. Wow. I'll turn it back over to you, LeAnne.
An honorable mention. Has anyone seen Jack Frost? It's not a real popular one, but it's not the Jack Frost that it's where the little boy's father died in a car accident and he comes back as a snowman. I don't know if any of you have seen that movie. That's another good one that we like to watch, as well as there's a Christmas movie called Third Day, which used to come out on TV, but not so much anymore. Now, Dean, I would have to say I would have matched a lot more of yours, but I wasn't sure if the animation ones like Rudolph and Frosty, and even I wasn't even sure about Charlie Brown Christmas if it was going to be categorized in a movie. So we would have matched technically a lot more than the three that we did match. We did match three, right?
Yep.
So I don't know. Did anyone guess three at the beginning of the stream when we asked you to guess how many we would match up?
I did see at least one or two threes in there, so I know somebody guessed it.
Okay.
And AJ says one that he has to watch every year is Elf. It's stupidly funny. Will Ferrell is awesome. Yeah, there again is a great example how Will Ferrell, like to me, he can be so funny. He's so funny. But sometimes he can be a little over the top too. But anyway, everybody reminded me it was the Disneyland Candlelight Processional. Thanks, Noah. You guys have some great movies. Thanks, Kay. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It rocked. Oh yeah, he sure did, Stacy. That was so nice to be able to see that. Josh just posted the link in there, so you guys can go see it. And let's see. We saw it. Jack Frost, not a fan of that one though. Okay. Sorry, I'm back to see it. So Wendy guessed three. All right, Wendy, congratulations. You were correct. And no prize, unfortunately, but
thanks for coming to Disney Life for me. Glad to have you here tonight. Thanks, Joey's World, for being here. Also, let me make mention. I met Mary Ellen on Resort TV One in a chat room, just like I met Dean and Epcot Bob, and well, just like I've met a lot of you guys through Resort TV One. But Mary Ellen and I live about 30 miles from each other. And so we have never met personally in real life. We've talked back and forth by messenger and by chat, but we've never, even living this close, have met each other. So this Saturday at 10 a.m., T-Town Mary Ellen and I will be meeting for the first time and live streaming together. So if you don't have anything going on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, please join us on T-Town Mary Ellen's page. If somebody could put her link up. If you haven't subscribed to T-Town Mary Ellen, tonight would be a great night to do that. And join us Saturday morning for our on location live stream, not telling where we're going to meet, but we would love to have you all with us as we make our introductions.
I think that'll be a good, excuse me, a good way to
Thank you,
maybe we
Stacy
should
Rogers.
end this now. But thanks everyone for joining. So Wendy's excited about that. Thanks, Wendy. We had a good time. Angela, thank you for the nice comments. Glad you could be here. Thanks, Sherry. Everyone that came. Hey, there's Joey from BR Fam. Joey was live today, and he was talking about how they're gonna bring up their live streams a notch. So check out BR Fam TV if you already haven't. And Joey and his family are great. Let's see. And then, so anyway, I think that's it. Yeah. Final words.
I just want to thank everyone for stopping by. And, if you can, please be sure to join us Saturday. If I don't see you Saturday, I'll see you in some other chat rooms. And I hope everybody slows down and enjoys this holiday season. Thanks, everyone, for the comments on the tree. And have a great night.
Thanks, everyone.